Where can I find McChronicle's time machine?
If McChronicle was working on something, then it would definitely be in his shed. But no one is allowed in there. The dean locked it and pocketed the key.
I should be mad at her, but she always gets this cute little frown line between her eyebrows when she gets stubborn. Maybe it's time to pass the torch to the next generation, like in all of my favorite movies. Alf 4, The Miscarriage, Cowboy Dodo and the Alien Blockheads, or Space Teddy's Kidnapper's Caravan. Where can I find...
But no one is... The dean...
Cole, what are you doing?
What's it look like? I'm interrupting your lecture.
But you can't do that.
Oh, really? What are you going to do about it then? Have me fail the exam?
I'm trying to restore time here.
The time when it's alleged that I've fallen in love with you? No thanks.
Can you at least take your feet off the table and take your hat off? You're undermining my authority as a teacher. What's with the silly getup anyway?
Take a guess. I've made myself my own tinfoil hat, so that I will always remember what a complete and total idiot you are.
Can someone tell me why the time is not proceeding?
Because your lecture is mind-numbingly dull. That's why.
How long is this seminar anyway?
All-day seminars run until 8.
What? But that's far too long.
It's already been too long.
What's this again?
Oh, that is just a tachyon compressor. It creates an anomaly that simulates interim time.
Follow-up question. Who likes a smartass? No one? Correct. A platypus basket. I wonder what it's used for. A handsome little fellow. Goochie goochie goo. A handsome little fellow. Goochie goochie goo. Hey, stop that. The little fella's pretty aggressive. Probably had a miserable childhood. No friends to help him sabotage strangers' training wheels. So sad. Come on, get in there, you. Oh, quit your whining. Your old cage didn't smell any better. So, pay close attention.
Mommy. I think I missed it.
Will that be in the exam?
Boo!
Take it easy now. Nothing can happen until I, press here, right? Aha! And what is that?
That's a temporal anomaly. A new layer in space-time that possesses all the known characteristics of interim time.
I see. Like a balloon, slowly being filled.
No, not like a balloon in any way at all.
Why not? I like balloons. Remember, observe the anomaly, take notes, and give me a good evaluation at ratemyprof.org. Piñatas on Barbecue Thursday should be a tradition. And who did it first? Well, strictly speaking, those two.
Hey, stay away from our junk ball training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican piñata.
Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather that it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry, he hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
What's the deal with those stupid glasses anyway?
They help me to focus on my target.
By making you practically blind?
That sharpens all my other senses and protects me against pollen, household dust, and goat mites. I suffer from allergies, you see.
Well, methinks you stand on the wrong side of the junk ball bat. Well then, let's see what you can do.
I can't even see properly with these ridiculous glasses.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. When I could see, I thought it was a good idea to marry Mrs. Sensei.
Was she also blind?
Okay, that's done it. Show this big mouth what you've learned.
Did I hit anything?
Yes, the core of the first lesson. You will not hit your target as long as hitting is not your target.
What is this supposed to be? Zen and the art of beating things up?
Exactly. Only through absolute calm and balance can aggression be perfectly channeled.
Oh, my ass. That must be the student tobacco Lonzo's always talking about. A plant whose normal habitat, funnily enough, seems to be the balcony of shared student apartments. The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that thrash metal band comes to visit. Ugh. It seems to be the university mascot. In professional circles, this kind of thing is called boomerang understatement. Locked. Anything else would have been a disappointment, to be honest. Huh. Photos of baby wombats. Deponia 4 walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
What are you doing here? You should be lecturing.
I just wanted to stretch my legs.
Then stretch them back to the lecture hall. And don't come back until the bell is rung. Go on then. Hop to it.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Stubborn as a stop sign. It reminds me of someone. My tax consultant? Hey, I found the scaffold! It flows downhill, but it flows. Do you want to share my lunch with me? That part of the puzzle was easy. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja. Does one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're Romantic Ninja?
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
I wish the ground would just swallow me up.
No, we didn't know that.
Mama.
That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me,
Threatened? My katana has ripped your heart to shreds.
he offers the following. Do you want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Thank you, romantic ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten. What would happen if I were to hold this lunch in there?
Me! Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside, so the sandwich will get old.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman. Let's see if this can motivate him. Yikes! What's going on?
Me!
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbert? I can remember that. And your answer is?
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. We are now inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by.
Mama. She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting, Underbite Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrain.
Her parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out!
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do. So, enough is enough here. And, now?
It won't stop thrashing about.
I can see that. And what was that?
It's coming from your coat.
The other platypus is crying.
All right. Nothing but trouble. Damn, the anomaly is blocking the exit, but at least I'm not losing any time while I'm trapped in here.
Shame.
Oh, just when it was getting exciting.
Boo!
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it.
And? Were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I eradicated it. Which damage were you referring to?
Those stupid ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back. Thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people. A dreamer. A fantasist. Yes, an anarchist.
Honestly? So you don't believe in temporal anomalies?
How could I? I'm a scientist.
And a very youthful-looking one, too. Much younger than your own son.
I jog.
And you don't find anything strange about that?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Could it be that your son is right, after all?
Don't you start with that as well. There's no such thing as a temporal anomaly. Basta!
How do you know that?
Because I, unlike Junior, am a real scientist.
And a very youthful-looking one, too.
And your point is?
Nothing at all. But
For the last time, there are no anomalies in time. Time anomalies are nothing but fantasy, illogical, badly thought through, unscientific. I will not let my coherent worldview be destroyed by some random tin foil hat wearer.
whoa, chill, dude. But
For the
whoa, chill.
Please, Professor, don't disturb him. He should be given time to think about his mistakes.
That's what I always say too, but it's way funnier when you say it, because you repress your own mistakes. At least his taste in hats seems to be gradually improving. I sense another key moment. Personally, I prefer those break the window and turn the doorknob moments, but hey, you can't always get what you want.
Hands off! That's the key to Junior's laboratory. The whole place is contaminated with crazy ideas.
This is not a pipe? Man, the artist really missed the boat on that one. Ha ha! It is so a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes. Birds don't need warning signs. They're free! Free! And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so. They are pretty, they are colorful, and more importantly, they aren't part of some stupid mosaic puzzle.
My old pipe. That's just what I need right now. Whoa. Strong stuff, this tobacco. It reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then. So, Lala Cuckoo! Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with everything. With plants, with time, and with women, of course.
I don't really want to hear that.
Mrs. McChronicle was one hot chick.
Too much information.
I was even more crazy than he is today. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go to university. I was supposed to take over my father's business in the garage. Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt for my girlfriend. I was already 25. Oh.
May I?
I don't know. If you may, I may, right?
Sure.
Yippee!
McDiaper Pants! Your father is distracted. We can go.
Go without me. He's right. I need to think about my errors.
No, he isn't. There are temporal anomalies.
I know. We created them, and as a result, ruined everything.
What, and your plan is to give up now? When everything is at its worst?
Don't you understand? It's always at its worst. This here is no loop. It's a downward spiral.
At least his taste in hats seems to be gradually improving. What's wrong with you? You sound just as pig-headed as your father.
And he didn't bring the world to within an inch of total destruction through his behavior.
Yeah, but his behavior isn't going to save it either. What's wrong with you? You sound just as pig-headed as your father.
And he didn't bring the world to within...
Yeah, but his behavior isn't going to...